now for a special KBRF Radio Sports streaming presentation. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota player of the game. Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups. Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard. Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region timeout. The Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show. Viking Cafe and your Viking Cafe keys to the game. Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated. Fergus Falls Monument. Otters Hill Coaches. Fresh and Fancy at Mamashinas. American Federal Bank. FM Bank. Service Food. Unsted Plumbing and Heating. Splash Express. American Legion Post number 30. Lake Country Graphics. LB Homes. And by Running Stitches. Now let's head out for the pregame.
Hey, welcome to the Gold Gymnasium. It's good to be in the gym here tonight. Mark Johnson. Derek Sidden is our game side engineer. You can just take the earphone off so you can hear me talk. So. Okay. And, excited to be in the gym here tonight. And I'm going to be joined here by Matt Johnson in a second, but I just wanted to preview this. 5-10 Otters against the 10-4 Sartell Sabres. And, Matt, I got to tell you, it's been fun looking at scores, watching some video too, but you guys have been playing some pretty good basketball recently.
Yeah, I've said it all year. It's a great group of kids that shows up every day to work. And the growth and maturity that's happened has been really fun. They have good leadership with the seniors we have, our vocal kids. Even our kids that aren't big minute guys are really good leaders. And then the young guys are gaining experience and keep getting better on both ends of the floor.
You've won 4 of your last 6, going back to that Sauk Rapids win 95-68. But you beat Wilmer the other night, 63-62. Talk about that one.
Yeah, a terrific win. Score was – the game was really a 10-point game for the most part. We did a really nice job defensively. Avery Christensen's a really good basketball player for them, and I thought we did a terrific job defensively. And then offensively did a good job working as well, building a good lead. I thought we were a little disjointed offensively, but made some good individual plays. And so we were able to build a little bit of a lead, and then late, they made some really tough a couple threes that were super contested, and we defended it well. They made them, and so it turned into a 1-point win, but really we led slightly more comfortably than that for a majority of the game.
And you played Sartell on the 15th. You lost by 14, but what's different between then and now? You get another 2 weeks or so under your belt.
Hopefully we guard somebody.
Okay.
We were really poor defensively. The Lewis kid can really shoot it for them. I think he was 8 for 12, and he didn't have to work very hard to get them. And so I thought it was we lacked attention to detail and focus on the defensive end. And so hopefully we have a little better or a little more assignment sharp tonight. Offensively I thought we were okay. But I thought the defensive end is where we've grown quite a bit.
We have our Viking Cafe keys to the game right now. What's it going to take these
I think this is the first game. We've got to overcome that. And then we've got to defend the post. Last game they really tried to pound the paint on us. We've got to do a better job of taking away some easy looks there. And then on the offensive end, taking care of the basketball has been a key for us all year. The games we do it, we're pretty good, pretty efficient. The games we struggle with that, the rest of our game really follows suit. So defend, rebound, take care of the ball. Pretty old school approach.
Yeah. It's a tough section, isn't it, right now? Sartell sitting at the top of the section. Yeah,
I mean, the depth of it. When you look at QRF, Sartell, I think, is at 5 or 6. Apollo's at 10. Wilmer's at 11. I think Tech is at 20. So you just got a lot of depth there. You look all the way down to the bottom few of Little Falls, Ricori, us, Sauk Rapids have all beat really good teams. And so there's no team in our section that you really feel like you can relax and be comfortable with. And it's going to make for, I think the text I got from one of my assistants one night was, our section tournament's going to be wild. It's just, nothing will surprise me. And that makes it a ton of fun.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I'm in the hockey rink a lot. I love basketball. I can't wait to watch you guys play.
Awesome. Thanks for being here.
All right. Okay. Matt Johnson, head coach of the Otters, joining us on our pregame show on our Viking Cafe. Keys to the game as well. We'll take a break and come back with more on our pregame show.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top-quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Ugstead Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Ugstead Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota.
Welcome back to the Gold Gymnasium. Mark Johnson with you tonight as the Otters are taking on Sartell. Section 8 3A game and also a Central Lakes Conference game. This is a very good Sartell team. We talked with Matt Johnson. They are undefeated in the section. They are 10-4 overall, and I believe they're 8-1 in the conference. And they're coming off a big win over St. Cloud Apollo, and figuring big in that game was number 15, Maddox Lewis. He's a big body. He's 6'5". He's going to Black Hills State, and as head coach Matt Johnson was talking about, you got to really keep an eye on him. But the Otters are coming off a nice win over Wilmer, 63-62. Eston Bethel had 23 points and 6 boards, 4 assists, 5 steals. That's a complete game. And Jacob Jank had a really nice game. And talking to Matt even before going on the air, he said his footwork and his post play is just outstanding. And I heard Matt talking to Craig on the coaches show last weekend too, but 21 points in that game, 10 boards, 5 assists. And Nolan Fellstuhl, he had 13 points and 6 boards. Eli Folhort had 7 rebounds, but Eli is not feeling well, and so he's not available here tonight. And so we'll be missing Eli. And then just a solid game, Micah Johnson and Avery Christensen, keeping him in check in that one, a tough task. Defensively, but the Otters looking for a win here and looking to see what they can do against a very good Sartell team. Sartell right now, they've won 7 straight games going back to the game against St. Cloud Tech. They beat Tech 77-71. They beat Wilmer by 13, beat Fergus Falls by 14. That game we talked about on January 15th. Took down Brainerd, a 16-point win there, beat Bemidji by 10, beat Ricori 71-53, and then a tough game against Powell the other night, 67-64. So looking forward to this one. And again, the Otters are led by sophomore Eston Bethel, 19 points a game, about 6 boards, 5 assists. Micah Johnson averaging about 12 a game and 4 rebounds. Jacob Jank, 14 points and 7 rebounds per game. And again, just a good opportunity for these guys to play a very good Sartell team. And as Matt Johnson said, 8-4A is going to be a wild, wild section. Apollo with a record of 10-5 overall. Wilmer 11-4. Detroit Lakes 9-5. And then you have Tech, the Otters, and Sauk Rapids Rice, Ricori, and Little Falls rounding out the rest of the lineup. Going to have our Nelson Auto Center starting lineups in just a bit. Both teams are warming up, and we have the Mighty Otter Pep Band tonight. And do we have make sure our audio is working well? Is the audio bar not up there? I just wanted to make sure. Okay, just double checking. So, and again, Derek Sidian doing a great job here. He's enjoying some popcorn right now, and fun to work with both Derek and David. These guys have been working hard bringing you these games, and I hope you appreciate the streaming games and tell others about it. And that Fergus Now app, I tell you what, I look at it all the time. Derek's got news up there. It's up to date. You can find the streaming games. You can choose any of the 4 latent media stations as well. Or simply search the KBRF YouTube channel. There's one more broadcast game tonight. Jason Retzloff and I will be communicating with each other throughout the game as Hillcrest is at home tonight. And tonight the Comets, they are hosting Battle Lake in boys basketball. That game is on KJ Country 96.5 FM. And again, the radio coverage of this game is on AM 1250 KBRF. We'll take another break and come back with more.
Just when you thought the deals were done, Minnesota Motor Company is keeping the savings rolling. They may have moved the vehicles back outside, but they've extended their indoor sales savings through the end of January. Shop in confidence and drive away in a great vehicle at a great price. Stop by the dealership or contact the sales team to learn more about the great deals.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Hey, welcome back here to the Gold Gymnasium. The Mighty Otter Pep Band leading us in the School Strong Maroon and Gold. And again, good to be in the gym tonight. This will be a tough one here for the Otters, but we're going to bring it for you here on AM 1250 KBRF and also on our streaming channels. Again, this is a very, very good Sartell team. We look forward to this one. And again, Fergus Falls 5-10 on the season, and Sartell on a 7-game winning streak. This is a shoot for the cure game tonight, cancer support, and an opportunity to give back and help try to knock out cancer here. So we look forward to the start of this game, and can't wait to get this one going here. So a great crowd here tonight here at the Gold Gymnasium. It's been fun over the years here to go back over to Roosevelt Gymnasium as well for those games. And so our pregame show is drawing to the close, and again, we'll have our Nelson Auto Center starting lineups coming in just a bit. We have our Minnesota Motor halftime report. And also, we'll have our Toyota Quality Player of the Game in our post-game show, which is brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. So looking forward to all those things taking place, and can't wait to get this one going. And again, the Pep Band is here, and we are going to have a good basketball game here. And I don't want to belabor the point, but this is a very, very good Sartell team, And again, the Otters coming off that win over Wilmer, 63-62. So 63-62. And then Apollo with a nice win over, or Sartell with a nice win over St. Cloud Apollo, 67-64. And so we're set to go here in just a minute, and we'll pause and we'll come back with our starting lineups. But again, a great night for basketball here. We'll take a break and come back with more here from the Gold Gymnasium.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
What's your number?
We drove 5.2 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Lake Region Healthcare is proud to be trusted and recommended by parents and coaches, athletes, and families. Keeping healthcare close to home for local athletes and all their fans. Find us online at lrhc.org.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
Welcome back to the Fergus Falls Gold Gymnasium. It's now time for the Nelson Auto Center starting lineups. First of all, for the Otters, it'll be number 1, Eston Bethel. He's a sophomore. And then Cam Wiedrich, senior. And 5'10", Nolan Felstool. He can shoot threes, 6 foot and a junior. Micah Johnson, 6'1" and a senior. Jacob Jenk, 6'4", and a junior. Otters are coached by Matt Johnson, Brad Strand, Ryan Johnson, Taylor Foos, and Keith Pearson. Brad Strand as well. For the the Sartell Sabres, they'll start like this: 6'7", senior Isaac Bergstrom. And number 4, a junior, Carson Lewis, 6'1" and a junior. Parker Smith, 6'7" and a junior. Maddox Lewis, he's going to Black Hills State Division II program, 6'5" and a senior. And number 24, Trevor Schlagen, 6'1" and a junior. Those are your Nelson Auto Center starting lineups, brought to you by Nelson Auto Center, Highway 210 West in Fergus Falls. And we're set to go here. And the Sabres are going to win the tip. It's going to go back into the hands there. Number 24, Trevor Schlagen. He'll run the point. Near side pass to Bergstrom. He'll hand it off to Lewis. That's Carson Lewis. 3-point attempt. No good. Off the hand of number 15, Lewis. Eston Bethel with a rebound here for the Otters. Here's Bethel. He's averaging about 19 points a game. Pass to the near side to Wiedrich. Now back to Micah Johnson. Jenk in the corner. Eston drives the baseline. Kicks it back out. Jenk along the baseline. He'll swing it out to Micah Johnson. Pump fake. Micah will drive, lays it up with the right hand, up and in. And the Otters go up 2-0 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Sartell sets it up top of the key. They'll work it around to the near side, out high now to Isaac Bergstrom. Corner looking at the three there as Carson Lewis. With his back to the basket, spinning is Maddox Lewis. Baseline, shot up on the baseline, doesn't drop. Rebound tipped out of there, comes out of the hands there of Parker Smith. Dribble drive ball by Lewis. Swings to the near side, down low in the paint. Good defense there by Micah Johnson. They kick it out for a three. Schlangen's shot is no good. And Jink with the rebound here for the Otters. Quick into the front court come the Otters. Micah Johnson, who has the first basket for the Otters. He'll put it on the floor, left hand. Corner, Fellstool, quick release. High-arcing shot. Nothing but twine for Fellstool. Otters lead at 5-0 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Good start here for the Otters. Otters have been improving all year. Maddox Lewis, near side. Schlangen, he'll drive. Into the corner it goes to Isaac Bergstrom. Far side, Carson Lewis, three-point attempt off the glass. I don't know if he called that one or not. I don't know if he intended that free for three, but it's 5-3 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Eston Bethel with a drive and two. Eston saw a lane, took it right to the hole. Otters lead it here 7-3. 15:56 to go in the first quarter if you're just joining us. Down the baseline, Carson Lewis keeps the ball up high. This is a long team, pretty athletic and long, good height here. Carson Lewis down low in the paint. Parker Smith, he'll kick it out to Bergstrom. Drive by Schlagen in the corner. Man, it looks like he almost carried it, and he threw it off the bottom of the backboard, and the ball is picked up. Now Felst into the front court. Down to Cam Wiedrich. Out high to Eston. Eston pulls up for three. High arcing shot, nothing but twine for Eston Bethel. He has 5, and it's a 10-3 lead here for the Otters. Otters up 10-3 on the Park Region scoreboard. High post. Top of the key, right side with an all is Parker Smith. He'll try a three. That doesn't drop. And Micah Johnson down with a rebound for the Otters. Here's Felstu on the front court. Bounce pass to Jenk in the corner. Hands it off to Micah Johnson. That's going to be short, front of the rim. Rebounded there by Carson Lewis. And Schlangen, the point guard, will bring it over midcourt. Pass to Schlangen now on the near side. Trevor Schlangen down the paint. Far side, three-point attempt. Isaac Bergstrom, that's hard off the heel. The Sartell Sabres have missed their first 5 shots or so on this one. Driving to the basket. Maddox Lewis kicks it into the corner. Carson Lewis. Maddox trying to clear some space, and it's stolen away by Jacob Jenk. Now Eston Bethel. Eston's going to drive. He'll put it off the glass. Oh, and you could hear a slap downtown Fergus Falls there. Unbelievable. Just about an air ball and a miss there for Trevor Schlangen. That was unreal. All right. Here's Micah Johnson getting a pick from Jenk. Micah's going to drive. He'll take it to the hole. That's going to be swatted, and now they're going to call a foul. They're going to say it was with a body, first foul there on Isaac Bergstrom. And Micah Johnson will go to the line to shoot a pair. Otters lead at 10-3 here on the Park Region scoreboard. A good start here, and Johnson heads to the line. Senior Micah Johnson. Free throw's good. One more on the way. Couple substitutions. Brady Thompson and also Owen Rath. And here's Micah's second shot. That is no good. So he made one of the two. He's got 3 points. Otters lead it 11-3 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Towards the hole. Brady Thompson. Good defense by Fellstuhl. Bring it out high now to Lewis. He'll swing it to the far side. They're trying to get the ball inside of Maddox Lewis, but a good job defensively. Otters in a zone. High post. Good steal by Eston Bethel. He takes it away. The Otters looking good here in the first half of play. Eston's going to drive. Puts his head down. Pulls up. That's swatted. A block shot there. 13:26 to go in the first half. Well, the basketball is Brady Thompson. Three-point attempt, no good, off the hands of Maddox Lewis. He'll try it again. He's got the green light. He misses that one. There's a push away from the basketball underneath, and it's going to be on number 2, Brady Thompson of the Sartell Sabres. And a head coach taken here. Our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. Sabres are going to take a timeout. We'll come back after this break.
Just when you thought the deals were done, Minnesota Motor Company is keeping the savings rolling. They may have moved the vehicles back outside, but they've extended their indoor sales savings through the end of January. Shop in confidence and drive away in a great vehicle at a great price. Stop by the dealership or contact the sales team to learn more about the great deals.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Hey, welcome back. Again, our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. Otters lead it 11-3 here with 13:09 to play in the first half. Here's Jacob Jenk with the basketball down along the baseline. Double team there and a double dribble. He tried to get out of the double team. Head coach Matt Johnson excited about that call, like it was slapped on his wrist. And they're really letting him play here in this first half. Here's Brady Thompson in the backcourt. Came off the bench. Man-to-man defense by the Otters. Pass to Carson Lewis. High post, Maddox Lewis in the paint. Tried to bounce it down there. Ours is going to pick it up, and Cam Wiederich's going to come up with it. Here's Eston Bethel into the front court. Down to Fellstool for three. That doesn't drop. Jacob Jenk gets it back, hits the floor, scramble for it, and it's going to be picked up there defensively by Owen Rath. 12.5 minutes to play in the first half. 11-3 in favor of the Otters. And a push away from the basket, and that's going to be on the big guy, Maddox Lewis. His first personal, team second. And then Matthew Schreiner comes in, and then Schlagen checks back in. And here comes Eston Bethel. Pee-wee with the basketball. Now to Wiederich. Wiederich, top of the key, looks to drive, puts it on the floor. In traffic, he's going to be fouled. So Wiederich went in amongst the big guys and draws the foul. And that personal foul is going to be on number 23, Matthew Schreiner. Good start to this basketball game for the Otters. Up 7-3, now 11-3. They're going to say it was on the floor, so the Otters were inbounded on the baseline. Pee-wee gets it in to Jenk. Jenk in traffic, right hands it, it drops. Good touch by Jacob Jentz. Jacob with the basket. And here comes number 2, Brady Thompson, guarded by Nolan Fellstool. High post pass to Eric Bergstrom. Down the corner to Brady Thompson. Going to pull it back out. In traffic. And a blocking foul there on Cam Wiederich. His first personal foul. What's that? Yeah. So, inbound pass. Brady Thompson puts it on the floor. Top of the key for Schreiner. Back down to Thompson. Schreiner gets it back. Into the corner it goes to Rath. Now Schlagen with the basketball. Brady Thompson for three. Shot clock down to 4. And a rebound taken there by Eston Bethel. Here come the Otters. Fellstool. Now to Micah Johnson. Jentz at the high post. Jentz at the free throw line, puts it on the floor. Kicks it back out. Micah Johnson looks at the three. He's going to drive. Kicks it out to Fellstool along the baseline. Otters playing with a lot of confidence here. Eston Bethel looking to drive. Micah Johnson left alone for a three. Top of the key. Doesn't get the roll. And Bergstrom with a rebound. Here comes Sartell. They're going to push it up the floor. Brady Thompson. He'll go through traffic, and he walked. There, good thing they didn't call a foul there, but he was headed towards the basket, and his feet didn't. The basketball didn't keep up with his with the ball. Isaac Mock's going to come in for the Otters. Wiederich goes out, and Micah Johnson will bring the basketball up. He and Eston Bethel kind of share that ball handling point guard responsibility. Otters really playing with 4 guards here. Felstool in the corner, left-hand dribble. Now to Pee Wee. Micah Johnson gets a pick from Isaac Mock, gives it off to Jacob. Gents in the paint. Good ball movement here by the Otters. Eston Bethel with it now. Good defense by Brady Thompson. Eston's going to drive. Right-hander, doesn't drop. Mock puts the rebound up, gets it back. Otters get a new clock. Micah for 3. That's in and out. And they're going to call a foul that time over the back on Isaac Mock. Good job, though, on that first offensive rebound by Isaac. And with Eli Fullhart out, sick tonight, we really miss Eli. Mock will see some bigger minutes here. Inbound pass, Brady Thompson. Otters up 13-3 here with 10:05 remaining in the first quarter. Right side pass to Schlangen. They've really shut down Maddox Lewis so far, no points. He's a D2 commit. Baseline. Shot along the baseline, up and in there by Parker Smith. 13-5, pardon me. Right side, down the corner. Shot up along the baseline, doesn't drop. Rebound Schlangen. Here comes Trevor Schlangen. Schlangen gets it back from Maddox Lewis. Throws it into the corner. Brady Thompson with a good catch. Carson Lewis between the legs dribble. Again, shoot for the cure tonight. And then a right-hander up and in. Good that time by Carson Lewis. He's got 2 3-pointers and 6 points. It's 13-8. You can see Sartell kind of settling in a little bit here. Missed their first 4 or 5 shots or so. Felstool near side for Pee Wee Bethel. Micah's going to get it back. Johnson in the corner to Gents. Gents drives the baseline under the basket. Right-hander up and in. Very smooth, nice, strong move for Gents, and he has 4 points. Otters lead it 15-8. Otters lead it 15-8 here on the Park Region scored. Pass down low. Right-hander up and no good there by Parker Smith. And here comes Bethel to Gents. Once up and down. He was way under the basket. Got the shot off. He was right below the basket. And at 6'4", hard to get that one up. And a good bank angle. Maddox Lewis. Oh, yeah. And a charging fall on Lewis. That's his second personal. He took it to the hole with no stopping. He was not going to stop. And so a blocking fall on Maddox Lewis. He'll probably come out now. He's going to come out. And Isaac Bergstrom comes in. Isaac Mock comes out for the Otters. And Cam Wiederick comes back in. And the Sartell fans getting a little squirrely here. Micah Johnson. If that wasn't a block, I got a chunk of land in the middle of the ocean to sell. Yeah, here's Felstool. If that wasn't a charge, pardon me. Felstool with a little right hand 8-footer. He's got 5. 17-8. Otters with the lead here. Top of the key with the basketball is Bergstrom. Pass down low. Carson Lewis. He'll drive. Swings it back out to Bergstrom. Good defense by the Otters and a steal by Micah Johnson trying to clear himself. And they're all over them. They're really letting them go here. If you're able to watch it at home or if you're listening, here's Jacob Gents. Picks up his dribble. Bounce pass. Pee Wee in the paint. Doesn't drop. And the rebound taken there by Trevor Schlangen. Schlangen back into the front court. Where's number 24? He's going to drive. Looked like a travel to me. Bergstrom misses, and Micah Johnson comes down with a rebound. Good first period, or first half here for the Otters. Near side pass to Cam Wiederick. Felstool at the top of the key, and they're going to say away from the basketball. There's a blocking fall. See what's going to be on. It's going to be on Eston. So Pee Wee's first personal. Mock comes in. Felstool comes out. Otters lead it 17-8. 7:13 to play in the first half. And here comes Brady Thompson. What a first half here for Fergus Falls. Isaac Bergstrom. Brady Thompson, left side outside the arc. They're looking to try to get inside to Parker Smith. Otters doing a good job here out of the 2-3. Down the corner. top of the key, or right side. Three-pointer good by Bergstrom. 17-11. Otters got to keep answering here. We know this Sartell team can really put up the points here. Jacob Jink looks at the three. Bethel went down. The ankle was kind of hurting. He gets the ball back, but he's okay. Eston's back up. Micah Johnson for three. Doesn't drop. Rebound tipped out. Cam Wiedrich comes up with it. Good job by Wiedrich. And a timeout taken here by Fergus Falls. Timeout on the floor. We'll come back after this. Otters lead at 17-11.
Lake Region Healthcare knows what all coaches know. It takes tons of teamwork, great amounts of grit, and heaps of hustle to triumph. Lake Region Healthcare, supporting and celebrating our high school athletes.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Hey, welcome back in. Lake Region Healthcare bringing us our timeout. The Otters are back to it here now. Again, Eston Bethel came out of the game. Looked like he may have twisted his ankle, so he's on the bench right now. Hopefully he'll be okay. Cross-court pass. Cam Wiedrich. Micah Johnson, shot clock down to 5. Jacob Jenk spins in the paint. Good footwork. Shot doesn't drop. Rebound, Schlangen. Trevor Schlangen with the rebound. And here comes Sartell into the front court. Schlangen. Shot up, doesn't drop. Rebound, up and in there, off the hands of number 5, Parker Smith. He's got 4, 17-13 now as the Sabres have clawed back in this one. 5:42 to play in the first half. Wiedrich in the far corner, swings it out. Good spacing here by the Otters. Down the corner to Wiedrich, bounce pass, Jacob Jentz, Fellstool, long three, count it! Oh, yeah! Fellstool for 3. He's got 8, and the Otters go up by 7, 20-13. A lot of electricity in the gym here tonight. And then Schlangen for 3. That doesn't drop. Isaac Mock with a rebound. Now Micah Johnson will bring it over the midcourt stripe. Otters lead it 20-13 with 5:05 to play in the first half. Micah Johnson, left-hand dribble, picks it up. Now to Fellstool. Near side for Jacob Jenk. Jacob puts it on the floor, drives. Wiedrich, 3, right hands it. It's good. Cam Wiedrich for 3. Otters are shooting it. 23-13. Fergus Falls here with 4:44 to play in the first half. Carson Lewis with a drive. Now to Thompson along the baseline. He'll kick it out into the corner to Bergstrom. Schlangen looks at the 3. He's going to drive, though. Left-hander doesn't drop. Otters doing a good job on the boards. Jacob Jentz tipped it. Mock came down with a rebound, and he is fouled. That's going to be a bonus, unless that's the 6th foul. And so that foul there is on number 2, Thompson. His 2nd. Otters up by 10. Otters be in the bonus here on the next Sartell foul. Here's Micah Johnson over the timeline. Gets a pick from Mock. He's going to drive. Micah lost his dribble. And a traveling violation here on the Otters. So we'll travel here on Fergus Falls. Otters have, in all aspects here, they've matched the physicality here of the Sartell Sabres. Picked up a charge defensively as well. Schlangen picks up his dribble. Now to Maddox Lewis. Back to Schlangen. Down the corner. Maddox Lewis in the paint. Towards the basket. Blocked by Jentz. 3-pointer. Hard off the heel. Doesn't drop. Tipped out. Schlangen gets it back. Carson Lewis now. Down low. And the shot up. And a nice feed there. And that was Isaiah Bergstrom with the basket. He's got 5. 23-15. Micah Johnson just about had stolen away. Down to Fellstool. Now to Jacob Jenk. And he traveled. He was going to do the 3, and he pulled it back down. But his feet were moving, so a traveling violation here on the Otters. 3:26 to play. Again, we'll have our Minnesota Motor halftime report coming up in just a bit. High post pass. Carson Lewis for three and hits it. He's got 3 trays now. He's got 9 points. 23-18 now the score here on the Park Region scoreboard. Otters by 5. 3 minutes to play in the first half. Cam Wiederick back to Johnson. And I'll just get that, use some clock here. Take some time. Again, Eston Bethel right now maybe getting treated here for his ankle. We shall see. Pass out to Wiederick. Now to Micah Johnson. Shot clock down to 7. Micah with it now. Picks it up. Jacob Jenk looks to drive, and the Otters turn it over here. And it's picked up here by Carson Maddox. Pass to Bergstrom. Schlagen looks at the 3. Top the key for Bergstrom. Right side. Left or the right-hander is no good there for Carson Maddox, and the Otters bring down the rebound. With 2:21 to play here. Otters lead at 23-18. Micah Johnson pass to Mock. Jacob Jentz. And Felstel tried to get it down to Cam Wiederick, but that is stolen out of his, or tipped out of bounds. Here, Running Stitches is the local choice for embroidery. And screen printing in Fergus Falls, Running Stitches embroidery. Near side pass to Mock in the corner. Fellstool, quick release off the 3. Doesn't drop. And he's got the green light, no doubt about that. Very, very good shooter. Minute 59 to play, first half. 23-18 is the score here in favor of Fergus Falls. Trevor Schlangen guarded by Wiederick. Man-to-man defense here by the Otters. Maddox Lewis tipped out of there by Cam Wiederick. Good job by Cam. Cam with the right hand. And it's going to go out of bounds. And Kellen Funkhauser's come in. Isaac Mock comes out. So Funkhauser checks in. And still no Pee Wee Bethel. Might be in the training room here. We shall see. Went down at center court. You could see him hanging onto his ankle. Here's Trevor Schlangen with the basketball. Left-hand dribble. Down to Carson Lewis. Back to Schlangen. Right side pass. Maddox Lewis. Long 3 and hits it. 23-21. 23-21. Otters lead by 2 with a minute 50 to play in the first half. Jenk to Funkhauser. Down the corner. Fellstool had it stripped out of his hands. It's going to stay Otter basketball. Matthew Schreiner is going to come in. And Maddox Lewis will check out. He has 2 fouls. And they'll want to make sure he doesn't get to his third here in the last minute of the first half. Inbound pass to Jacob Jenk. Off the glass. Blocked. But a foul called. Much to the chagrin of, I'm right by the Sartell fans. He said he hit him in the head. And that foul is going to be on number 5, Parker Smith. His first personal. And Jentz will go to the line to shoot 2. Jacob's got 4 points. First free throw, no good. 1 more on the way. And they're going to bring Maddox Lewis in here for rebounding. And I guess 1 personal on Parker Smith. Maddox Lewis has 2. And Jacob Jentz to the free throw line with his second opportunity. That's hard off the heel. Rebound taken by Schreiner. Here comes Schlangen. Trevor Schlangen with the basketball. High post pass to Bergstrom. Now Carson Lewis picks up his dribble. Good defense by Funkhauser. Maddox Lewis guarded by Fellstool towards the hole. And he puts a shot up and draws a foul. And he will shoot 2. That falls on Cam Wiederick, his second. Now Eston Bethel is going to come back in. And Lewis will shoot 2. That's Maddox Lewis. And after the first shot here, we'll see Eston Pee Wee Bethel come back in. First free throw is good. One more on the way. 4 points for Maddox Lewis. Second one on the way. 23-22. And second free throw is up. And that doesn't drop. But an offensive rebound by Schreiner. Carson Lewis got three three-pointers in the game. Maddox Lewis, three-pointer from the corner. Good. We don't want him to get heated up. And 25-23 now as the Sabres take the lead here with 28 seconds to go in the first half, but a really good first half of basketball for the Otters. Let's get one more here. Down to 20 on the shot clock. Felstu with the basketball. Hands it out to Funkhauser. Now Bethel. 15 on the game clock. Now 13, 10 on the shot clock. 25-23 in favor of the Sabres. Felstu in the corner. Funkhauser tip. Goes out of his hands, out of bounds. And the Sabres are going to get the basketball back here with 4.5 seconds to play in the first half. Very entertaining first half of basketball. Maddox Lewis passes it in. 3 seconds into the front court. Carson Lewis for three at the buzzer, doesn't drop. So at the half, the score on our Ottertail Telecom Park Region telephone scoreboard reads Sartell 25, Fergus Falls 23. We'll take a break and come back with our halftime report. A big first half here for the Otters.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, welcome back to the Fergus Falls Gold Gymnasium. We're a good first half of basketball for Fergus Falls. In the first half, they got up by a score of 11-3, and then finally the Sabres take the lead on their last possession of the half, lead at 25-23. But we're going to have a great second half coming your way in just a couple of minutes. Let's run through the scoring for both teams. Eston Bethel with 5 points, but he didn't play part of that first half. He went down with just a maybe a minor ankle sprain or something, but he's back out. So 5 points for Bethel. Cam Riedrich with 1 3-point field goal. Nolan Felstow with 8 points in the first half, 2 3-pointers and 1 2-point field goal. Michael Johnson, Micah's got 3 points and 1 for 2 from the line and a 2-point field goal. And then 4 points for Jacob Jentz down low. So the Otters shot 1 for 4 from the free throw line. So only 4 free throws shot by the Otters in the first half. And as far as the Sabres go, Isaac Bergstrom with 3 points, 7 for Maddox Lewis, 9 for Carson Lewis. Those were all on 3-pointers. Parker Smith with 4 points. And the Sabres shot 1 for 2 from the free throw line. So they really let them play in that first half. There's no question about that. But it was a entertaining first half and a good one for the Otters, and only giving up 25 points defensively and getting off to a good start. Let's see if they can replicate that start in the second half. We'll have more from our halftime report brought to you by Minnesota Motor Company after this timeout. Minnesota Motor Company on South Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
The key to a great meal is at the Viking Cafe of Fergus Falls. The Viking Cafe with Minnesota's best omelet, manhole cover pancakes, and burgers that will fill your appetite. The key to a great breakfast and lunch is at the Viking Cafe, downtown Fergus Falls.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
So we're back here. They're announcing the Snowball Royalty here at the half. So a big week for these students, and big week for all of our Otter teams here. A lot going on here in this one, but the Otters lead it here by a score of 25-23, and it's going to be a great second half of basketball. We so look forward to this second half action here. And again, we got an update on the game that Jason Retzloff has. The Hillcrest Lutheran Academy Comet boys are hosting Battle Lake. Again, that game is on KJ Country as well, also streamed on the Fergus Now app and the KBRF radio YouTube channel. I want to remind you, tomorrow morning, get up early, get a cup of coffee or tea, or make yourself some eggs or pancakes, get a bowl of Cheerios or whatever your favorite cereal is, and listen to Craig Olson on the Coaches Show. It's kind of my routine on Saturday mornings if I don't have something pressing, but it's a ton of fun. And again, that's on AM 1250 KBRF, and it goes from 8 until 9:30, and then it's also streamed on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRFradio.com YouTube channel. So, and again, scoring in the first half, Eston Bethel with 5, Wiederick with 3, Nolan Felstu with 8, Micah Johnson with 3, Jacob Jentz with 4. Otters 1 for 4 from the line. For Sartell, Isaac Bergstrom with 5 points, Maddox Lewis with 7, 9 points for Cameron Lewis, 4 for Parker Smith, and the Sartell Sabres were 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Our Minnesota Motor halftime show continues after this break.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Welcome back to the Gold Gymnasium, where the Otters trail the Sabres 25-23 in a very, very entertaining, very physical, very good first half of basketball here for Fergus Falls. And again, man, this Otter team, it continues to improve and get better each week. And they are missing Eli Fullhart tonight, out with sickness, and still missing Trenton Juilliard. And would have been a big contributor here to this Otter team as well. But he's starting to do some running, starting to do some rehab, and hopefully he'll get back in action here after a bit going down the stretch. But as head coach Matt Johnson said, this is going to be a crazy section with a lot of good teams, a lot of teams with some really high QRFs. And I think Sartell, their QRF right now in the state of Minnesota, they're ranked 6th. Apollo's QRF ranking of 9, and Wilmer 12. And those are some pretty good teams. A lot of teams in Class 3A. Tomorrow we're going to have some hockey on the radio as the Mayport CG comes to town to take on Fergus Falls in boys hockey. The Otters lost last night to by a score of 5-3 to Sauk Rapids Rice. Otter girls lost to River Lakes by a score of 5-4. And on Monday we'll have the Otter girls on the air as they'll travel to Brainerd for a makeup game. And we'll have that game for you. That's a Central Lakes Conference game. We'll get an update on that Hillcrest game here in a bit from Jason Retzlaff. And again, they got a nice team over there. A lot of good basketball teams here. Otter girls playing very well this juncture of the season as well. Again, it's a shoot for the cure night tonight, so they're raising some funds here, shooting free throws, shooting half-court shots, and raising some money to fight cancer. So a good night. You have tackle cancer in football and shoot for the cure and basketball and the like. So a lot of people getting involved in this. So Mighty Otter Pep Band is here tonight. They do a great job. We'll take a break, come back with more of the score on our Park Region telephone scoreboard. Sartell 25, Fergus Falls 23.
Need custom tees, hats, or uniforms? Let Lake Country Graphics bring your brand to life with top quality screen printing and embroidery. Located on North Union Avenue in Fergus Falls. Call 998-4027 today.
Lake Region Healthcare joins you in shouting loud, cheering strong, and jumping for joy. Keeping our community healthy and spirited is the top priority at Lake Region Healthcare.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
For over 50 years, Ottertail Coaches has safely carried kids to school, to games, and back home again. Trusted by generations, they're proud to serve Fergus Falls and the surrounding area. Ottertail Coaches, safety, service, and dependability.
What's your number?
We've driven 57 miles to Quality Toyota to get a great deal, and we've done it 13 times.
Quality Toyota.
Hey, welcome back here to the Fergus Falls Gold Gymnasium. 25-23 is our score in favor of Sartell. And again, the Otters got off to a really good start. They led it 11-3 at one point, and then 13-5. You know, the 8-point lead, the biggest lead they've had. They kind of then started trading baskets, and then a couple of three-pointers by Maddox Lewis and Carson Lewis. Between those two guys, they got 5 threes. And the Otters right now, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 three-pointers in the game. But it seems like this game has changed so much And so much as people are just putting up threes left and right. You know what I mean? You got the shot clock. And it looks like Pee Wee came in a little bit to try that ankle out at the end of the half, but he's got his sweatpants on now and his kind of regular clothes, and we're not going to see Pee Wee Bethel the rest of the game here tonight. So he'll finish that first half with 5 points, and so we'll just hope whatever happened there with his ankle or whatnot is going to be okay. But so Bethel not in, and again, of course, the Otters still without Trenton Drouillard and missing Eli Fullhart due to illness tonight as well. We'll take one more break, and then we'll get things going here in the second half.
Just when you thought the deals were done, Minnesota Motor Company is keeping the savings rolling. They may have moved the vehicles back outside, but they've extended their indoor sales savings through the end. Just when you thought the deals were done, Minnesota Motor Company is keeping the savings rolling. They may have moved the vehicles back outside, but they've extended their indoor sales savings through the end of January. Shop in confidence and drive away in a great vehicle at a great price. Stop by the dealership or contact the sales team to learn more about the great deals.
Minnesota Motor.
South Pebble Lake Road, Fergus Falls.
Here's to a great season for all our favorite high school athletes. American Legion is a favorite too and serves up everyone's favorite barbecued ribs. American Legion of Fergus Falls, open each Wednesday through Saturday on Pebble Lake Road in Fergus Falls.
Hey, we're back here. We're set to get the second half underway with the Otters basketball as they lost the tip to start the game out. So, and again, Essen Bethel not playing here in the second half. Again, he's got his uniform off and in his street clothes on the bench here. So Cam Wiederick will run the offense along with Micah Johnson. Bounce pass to Jacob Jentz at the high post. Picks the ball up, hands it back to Wiederick. And John Abrams out on the floor. Good to see John some action here. Jacob Jentz drives, picks it back out. Wiederick, corner. John Abrams with it though. They're going to just take time here. Down to 10. Micah Johnson, bounce pass to Jentz. Nice left hand, up and in by Jacob Jentz. Good play by Jentz with the left hand. He's got 6 points. Going to really have to lean on Jentz here, and Fellstuhl and Johnson and the whole entire team here. 25-25, we're tied up. Good start to the second half. Schlangen into the corner. Maddox Lewis, hard off the heel. Cam Wiederick with the rebound. He'll slow it back up and give the ball off to Micah Johnson. He'll bring it in over the timeline. Johnson now to Cam Wiederick. Now to Fellstuhl. John Abrams. John's pass off there to Jentz. Down the corner. John Abrams grabbed that one. Good job by Abrahams. It was maybe going to go out of bounds. Flagged it down. Bounce pass. Jentz in the paint. Kicks it out. Abrahams for three. Let's go. Otters go up 28-25. Son of Derek Abrahams, the athletic director, and made a nice play there. Baseline, drive, dish, in the paint. Parker Smith, right-hander, off the glass, doesn't drop. Jacob Jentz with a rebound. He'll slow it up. Now to Fellstuhl on the right side. John Abrahams in the corner again. Casts it. That doesn't drop. And it's rebounded by Trevor Schlangen. He'll take it to the front court. Carson Maddox with the basketball. Stolen away by Micah Johnson. 2v2 situation. Micah Johnson, right-hander. Oh, a little Euro step. And Micah with a basket. 30-25. Otters up by 5. Kick it out. Carson Lewis had all day to shoot. Doesn't drop. Otters are going to get the rebound, and it's going to be a foul on Sartell. 30-25. And that foul is going to be on number 5, Parker Smith, his second personal. Otters up 30-25. So a 7-0 run here for the Otters coming out of the halftime break. Micah Johnson Over the timeline, guarded by Schlangen. Now to Cam Wiedrich on the near side. Quarter to Micah Johnson, looks at the three. That doesn't drop. And the rebound taken down by Isaac Bergstrom. Off to Maddox Lewis. Carson Lewis. Bergstrom at the free throw line. He's in the paint. He's still in the paint. Trying to get over to Maddox Lewis, and a turnover on Sartell. 15-11 to play here in the game. 30-25 is the score. Otters with a 5-point lead here on the Park Region scoreboard. Bounce pass. Jacob Jentz at the free throw line. Down to John Abrams. Cutting. Wiedrich. Out to Jentz. Hands it off to Abrams. Bounces it out to Micah Johnson. Near side. Wiedrich. Back out to Micah Johnson. Fell stool for three. Right hands it. Misses left. Rebound Isaac Bergstrom. 14:42 to play. Otters with a 5-point lead. Sartell the basketball. High post to Parker Smith. Schlangen gets it back. Schlangen with the basketball. Gives it off to Maddox Lewis. Near side pass. Parker Smith. Where they know. Look at John Abrams. He's guarding Maddox Lewis. Tough. Shot there. Long rebound. Fell stool with it. I don't have shooting percentages here, but I know Sartell struggled in the first 5 minutes of the first half. The same thing here in the second half. Micah Johnson, left-hand dribble. Down along the blocks. Picks up his dribble. Kicks out to Wiedrich. Now to John Abrams. Corner. Micah Johnson towards the basket. Pulls it back out. Turnaround jumper. Blocked and then taken away by Bergstrom. Front court. Carson Young back to Bergstrom. Tries to dunk and he misses it. And a foul then on Sartell. He tried the dunk and missed it. If you're going to flush it, you better make sure you get the job done. Timeout taken, a full timeout. Our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. Otters lead at 30-25 on the Park Region scoreboard.
Lake Region Healthcare knows what all coaches know. It takes tons of teamwork, great amounts of grit, and heaps of hustle to triumph. Lake Region Healthcare, supporting and celebrating our high school athletes.
It's time to replace your old furnace. That old one has been a drain on your energy bill for far too long. Let Otters Plumbing and Heating replace your old inefficient furnace with a new carrier system and help you and your checkbook rest easy. Otters Plumbing and Heating, Fergus Falls.
At Fergus Falls Monument Company, Ryan and Mike want you to design a personal memorial for your loved one that will fully express your personal sentiment and that of your loved one. Fergus Falls Monument on Pebble Lake Road, online, foreverstonememorials.com.
Hey, welcome back. Otters lead at 30-25. Timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. I want to tell you about Running Stitches Embroidery. They are the local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. Otters lead at 30-25. They trailed 25-23 at the half. And head coach Marcus Oisted taking a timeout here. And we are set to go here. Cam Wiedrich will bring it in for the Otters in the backcourt. And the Otters without Pee Wee Bethel. A little 1-2-2 half-court trap here now by Sartell. Over the timeline, Cam Wiedrich dribbles through traffic, picks up his dribble, and he travels. A turnover in the Otters. They broke the press. Cam was going towards the basket, and the Otters end up with a turnover here, so they'll bring it back the other direction. And Otters going to a 2-3. Here's Carson Lewis, high post for Bergstrom. Handed off to Carson Lewis. Lewis with the basketball inside to Maddox Lewis. He's double teamed, and he's going to be fouled there, and I believe the foul is going to be on, they're going to call it on Feldstuhl. His first personal. He was double teamed. Good front that time by Cam Wiedrich. In the corner, Maddox Lewis. Down the corner. Bergstrom with the basketball. Cross court. Thompson along the baseline. Kicks it out high. Shot clock down to 7. Corner, left alone. Bergstrom for 3. That's going to be short. Jenk with a rebound slapped out of his hands. And out of bounds to be Otters basketball. So Fergus Falls now with 13:06 to play in the basketball game. They lead at 30-25. Here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Over the timeline. Otters with the basketball. Shot off the glass. That doesn't drop. And a traveling violation here on Sartell. Otters are bounded underneath their own basket. And with my headphones, I leave one ear off on the right side. That's where all the Sartell fans are sitting. I can hear pretty much every disgruntled comment, but they've been decent. You know, it's basketball. It's competition. Bounce pass. Gents at the high post. Dribble. Turns around. Puts a shot up. Doesn't drop. Picked up there by Rath. Maddox Lewis to the basket. And he's going to be fouled on the floor. And that's going to be on Cam Wiedrich. That's his third personal. And Mock's going to come in. Wiedrich's going to come out. Let's see how they match up here. They're going to go man off the inbounds here. Kind of a box inbound play. They're looking for Carson Maddox. Brings it out high. Now to Bergstrom. Back to Carson Maddox. Right side. Corner. Three-point attempt. Doesn't drop. Rebound Thompson, but he's going to be fouled. Shot was put up there by Owen Rath, and then Thompson picks up the rebound, and he is fouled that time on Isaac Mock, his second personal foul. Maddox Lewis is going to inbound it here, and it's going to come in out high. Cross quarter. Maddox Lewis along the baseline. He'll drive, puts it off the glass, and scores. He's got 9 points, 30-27. Otters with a 3-point leader on the Park Region scoreboard. Over the timeline, down the corner, Jacob Jantz loses it. He's tied up, and it's going to be Sartell's basketball as the Otters got the ball to start the second half. 12:02 to play here in the basketball game. Otters lead at 30-27. Tight one here at the Gold Gymnasium. Here comes number 2, Brady Thompson. Hands it off to Carson Lewis. Maddox Lewis to the hole. Kicks it out. Down the corner. Brady Thompson guarded by Jank. Cross-court pass. Carson Lewis for 3 and hits it. Can't leave him alone. He can dial him and he can score him. He's got 12, all on three-pointers. 1-2-2 half court here now. John Abraham's in again for the Otters. Isaac Mock. Double team. And a timeout taken. This timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. We'll come back with more. 30-30 is our score.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Hey, welcome back to the Gold Gymnasium. Again, Lake Region Healthcare bringing us the timeout. Otters and the Sabres tied 30-30 with 11:30 to play. That's a lot of 30s in one sentence there. Nolan Fellstuhl with the basketball. Hands off to Cam Wiedrich. High post for Jacob Jentz. Jentz drop step. Right-hander off the glass. Oh, my. Smooth. Jentz now with 8 points. 32-30. Otters by 2. Carson Lewis. High post pass to Bergstrom. Brady Thompson. And a fall on Jacob Jentz. They're calling a little closer now. A hold on Jacob Jentz. His first personal. Inbound pass for Sartell underneath their own basket. Here with exactly 11 minutes to play. 32-30 is the score in favor of Fergus Falls. Good game here for the Gold Gymnasium. Lewis from the corner. That's an air ball. Wiedrich brings down the rebound. Here comes Micah Johnson. Micah between the legs dribble. Outside the arc. High center court. Now near side for Abrahams. Good movement here. Jacob towards the hole. Bumps again. Kicks it out. Foul stool. 3. That's no good. Wiedrich with the weak side rebound. Now Felstool in traffic. Shot up, tipped out of there, and it's going to be rebounded there. Good height, 6'7" Bergstrom with the rebound. 10-17 to play. Otters lead at 32-30 here on the Park Region scoreboard. Pass, Bergstrom, corner, Brady Thompson, 3. Doesn't drop. Rebound tipped. Who's got it? Jacob Jentz. Good rebound by Jentz. Micah Johnson now over the timeline. Looks for a lane. Going to kick it out. John Abrahams. Right side pass. Jentz working down low. Shot doesn't drop. 32-30 still is our score. Sartell puts it on the floor. Bergstrom picks it up. Now to Carson Maddox with the basketball. Lewis Maddox down low. Brady Thompson under the basket, gets it to drop. So Thompson with his first basket. We're tied 32-32. Second tie of the game. Into the front court. Timeout taken here by the Otters. We'll pause as well. Knotted up 32-32. Timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Where to eat, the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Again, our timeout taken by the Otters here, brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. 32-32 is our score here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Otters trail 25-23 at the half, and have scored the first 7 points of the second half, and now we're tied again, 32 apiece. And let's see, the Otters are going to inbound the basketball in the front court, right in front of the old bench. And Derek Sidian is our camera and game site engineer. And really the driver behind all this, he and Dave Bishop. The streaming, the radio down the corner. Riedrich cutting to the basket. Micah Johnson. John Abrahams for 3. Off the heel. Long rebound. Cam Riedrich with it momentarily, but Schlagen with a good hustle. And picks it up for Sartell. 32-32 with 8:47 to play. Thompson. Right side pass just about picked off by Abrahams. And the Otters get a steal here, and now they'll bring it into the front court. 8.5 to play. Again, Aston Bethel not in the game right now. Went out with an injury. He's on the bench in his everyday clothes. Micah Johnson down in the corner. Bounce pass to Jentz. Jacob faces the basket. Now to Felstool. Bounce it to Jentz on the give and go. Kicks it out. Micah Johnson. 3. It's long. It's an air ball. And Thompson comes down with a rebound with 8:10 to play. Front court. Schlangen drives. Corner. And he decided not to shoot. Bergstrom with the basketball. Hands it off to Schlangen. Schlangen with the basketball. 7:56 on the game clock. Shot clock at 17. Hand off. Now to Schlangen. Down low. Off the glass. Shot doesn't drop. Micah Johnson with the rebound. Good job for Micah. I don't have the rebound stats, but he's got a ton of them here. Jacob. Now to Micah. Far side to Cam Wiedrich. Wiedrich will pull it back out. Otters doing a good job here. Here's Micah Johnson to Jacob Jentz. Faces the basket. Tough in the paint. Kicks it out. John Abrahams, 3. Misses right. John's getting some good looks, so got to keep putting the rock up. 32-32 is our score. Sartell, baseline drive. Bergstrom kicks it out. Brady Thompson, three-pointer, hard off the heel. As we have foul away from the basket. Jacob Jentz with a push underneath. He's got 2 personals here. 32-32, 7-11 to play here in the ball game. Tight one here, low-scoring affair at that. Inbound pass, Carson Lewis with it, guarded by Wiedrich. Out high there now to Schreiner. Otters are going to take it away. They're diving on the floor, jump ball. And I don't know what the call was going to be. Another timeout taken, a lot of them in basketball. Our timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. We'll come back with more after this.
Every team has a home field advantage. Make yours the internet from Park Region. With speeds that keep up with the pace of the game and the reliability to never miss a play, you'll always be connected. Get the internet that's always in your corner. Park Region, your home team's internet advantage.
Between muddy roads and dusty drives, your car takes a beating. Keep it shining with an unlimited car wash membership at Splash Express. Upgrade to the Platinum for a rust inhibitor, hot wax, and ceramic coating in one bundle. Stop by Splash Express next to Premier Meats in Fergus Falls.
Between practices, games, and late-night drives, who's got time to grocery shop? With Instacart from Service Food in Fergus Falls, order online and your groceries are ready for delivery. So you can cheer louder, not shop longer. Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Welcome back. 32-32. 7:01 to play, and a good one here. Low-scoring game. A good one at that, though. And here comes the inbound pass. Trevor Schlangen with the basketball. Man-to-man defense by the Otters. Schlangen right side. Maddox. Lewis doesn't drop. Tip. Cam Riedrich with a rebound. Good job by John Abrahams down low as well. Bounce pass to Jacob Jentz. Hands it off outside of Abrahams. Micah Johnson down the corner into Jacob Jentz. Bounce pass, cutting Wiedrich and scores! Cam Wiedrich for 2 on the cut to the basket. Otters rip 34-32. High post, Schlangen with the basketball. Man-to-man defense by the Otters has been very good tonight. Carson Lewis to Trevor Schlangen. Right-hand dribble towards the basket. Left-hander in a very athletic left hand that time. Schlangen with his first bucket of the night. And to the front court. Otters with the basketball. Cam Wiedrich kicks it out now. John Abrahams down the corner. Jacob Jentz. Driving now. John Abrahams handed off to Cam Wiedrich. Shot clock down to 6, now 5. Micah Johnson looks to drive towards the lane, kicks it out. Abrahams for 3. No good. Rebound up and in. That time by Jentz with a putback. 36-34. Otters by 2 on the Park Region scoreboard. 3-point attempt doesn't drop on the other end for Sartell. And the rebound, it's tipped out of her last touch by Sartell off of Schlangen's hand. 36-34, 5:16 to go. It's getting good. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Otter hockey tomorrow as the Otters will take on Mayport CG from North Dakota. 2 o'clock start, 1:45 pregame on AM 1250 KBRF. Little 1-2-2 once again. Just going to keep that ball out of the corners. Attack the middle. Micah Johnson gains his own. Over the line. Cam Wiedrich trying to create some space. Cross-court pass. Fellstool just about picked up. Nolan gets it back. Nolan controls it. Here's Nolan stripped from behind and a foul on Maddox Lewis. So Maddox Lewis, I believe that's his 3rd personal with 4:57 to go. And the Otters lead at 36-34 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Micah Johnson to toss it in. Into the corner. Fellstool for 3. Long, no good. Maddox Lewis with a rebound on the backside. Or the timeline. Trevor Schlangen. Schlangen drives to the basket. Kicks it out. Carson Maddox. He'll pull it back out. Otters playing man-to-man. Near side. Carson Lewis along the baseline. Kicks it back out. Bergstrom for 3. That's no good. Cam Wiedrich with the rebound. Here's Wiedrich off to Micah Johnson. Quick to the front court to John Abrahams. Jacob Jentz, Fellstool, 3, right hands it. Now it looks good. I had a perfect spot here to watch Fellstool drill that one. He has 11, 39-34. Here we're down to 4:14 to play in the basketball game. This would be a huge win here for Fergus Falls. They've been playing really good basketball as of late. Number 1 team in the section, Sartell. Maddox Lewis just bulling his way to the basket, picks up a foul. Micah Johnson with a blocking foul. His first personal foul. 39-34, big minutes here as John Abrahams comes off the bench. He's been playing well. He's got 1 3-pointer. Whole team, again, without Trenton Druliard, without Pee Wee Herman, and without Eli Fullhart here tonight. 39-34, and I don't know if we got a little blood or not on someone here. So the Otters with 6 team fouls, and Sartell with 3. There's taping up a spot there on Maddox Lewis, and kind of a Lake Region Healthcare timeout as they just put a little pre-wrap on, a little bit of tape. That's kind of blood dripping down his shin there, and we'll see if they, a lot of other sports, you have to come out. So they're going to get a sub in the game here. Brady Thompson's going to come in as Maddox Lewis gets taped up right below us here. So Brady Thompson comes in here. 39-34. Otters with the lead here with 4 minutes to play. This is going to be a nail biter, but I just clipped my nails the other day. Here goes, inbound pass. Inside, Parker Smith scores. He's got 6. 39-36. Otters by 3. Good job breaking the pressure. Wiedrich is going to pick up a blocking foul there against Brady Thompson. Wiedrich not with the foul, but Thompson with the foul, his second. And Maddox Lewis is going to come in. Smith is going to come out. 3:47 to play here in the basketball game. 39-36. Otters with a 3-point lead. A low-scoring game here from the Gold Gymnasium. Otters playing great defense here and scoring on their opportunities. And then high post pass to Jentz. And then Isaiah Bergstrom picks up the foul. So that's 5 team fouls now on Sartell. Fellstool will throw it in along the far sidelines. Inbound pass. They're going to throw it in the backcourt. Micah Johnson, senior. He's had a really good football season. Micah Johnson drives into the corner. Fellstool for 3. Feeling it. Doesn't drop. Schlangen with a rebound. 39-36 into the front court. Bergstrom down to Maddox Lewis. He'll drive. Kicks it out to Thompson. Carson Lewis for 3, and we're tied up. 39-39, our third tie of the ball game. Otters trail 23-25 at the half. It's been a good second half. 39-39. Cam Wiedrich, he's going to be fouled by Carson Young. His first personal. 6 team fouls now here on Sartell. Much to the chagrin of the Sartell faithful. Making the trip down I-94. Fellstool will throw it into the backcourt to Cam Wiedrich. 3 minutes to play. 39-39 is the score. Here's Wiedrich with the basketball. Picks up his dribble, bounces it to Jentz. Jentz, corner, John Abrahams. 3, doesn't drop. Rebound, Carson Maddox. He's tied up by Jacob Jentz, and it's going to be Otter basketball. Great job by Jentz there as he ties up Carson Maddox. Inbound pass. Otters trying to move it in. They get into Jentz. Here's Jacob with the basketball. Out to Cam Wiedrich. Far sidelines. Micah Johnson with the basketball. Fellstool. Bounce pass. Jentz! But he's going to be fouled before the shot, or they're going to say it was a push. Oh my goodness. On Fellstool, they're going to call a foul on Fellstool. 2:35 to play, 39-39. Sartell the basketball. We're tied up, our third tie of the basketball game. Pass on low. Carson Lewis cuts to the basket. 41-39. And the Sabres retake the lead. They had it to start the half. And then a foul in a bonus situation for the Otters as Wiedrich will go to the line. I just love to listen to the fans here. 7-7 are the fouls. Both teams are in the bonus here. And Wiedrich will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Sartell leads it here by a score of 41-39. Make it 41-40. Wiedrich hits the first free throw. One more on the way. Second free throw on the way. Carson Wiedrich, nothing but net. Let's go. 41-41. Fourth tie. 2:09 to play. Hold on to your seats. Schlagen, left side. Left-hand dribble, pulls it back out, guarded by Jacob Jentz. Pass into the high post. Good help by Micah Johnson. Shot up, doesn't drop. Lewis with a putback. And Maddox Lewis makes it 43-41 in favor of Sartell. Otters with the basketball, trail by 2. We got 1:45 to play here in the ballgame. On the Park Region scoreboard. Good one here. Jacob Jentz at the high post. Hands it off to John Abrahams. Back to Wiedrich. And a timeout taken by the Otters. We'll take a timeout. Come back with more. We got a good one going here. 43-41 Sartell.
Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls is proud to sponsor area athletics. Nelson Auto knows the value of a good team, and we'd like to invite you in to meet our team. See how our team takes care of you and your family. Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance? Trust Alicia Helgeson at FM Bank in Fergus Falls. With expert guidance and local know-how, she makes the mortgage process smooth and stress-free. Call Alicia or apply online at mybankfm.com today. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Make OSPTI your choice for outpatient rehabilitation and sports injuries with locations in Fergus Falls and Breckenridge. Orthopedic and sports physical therapy is the right choice for your recovery. Live your best life. Trust the experts at OSPTI.
Welcome back. Otters taking a timeout. Didn't want to get a 5-second call or create a turnover here. Timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. Let's set the table. Otters trailed 25-23 at the half, and now trail at 43-41, but they've led much of the basketball game as Sartell took the lead late in the first half in the final couple minutes, and we've had 5 ties in this one, and I don't think it'll be the last. It'll be Otter basketball, and they'll inbound it underneath their own basket. So they'll inbound it under their own basket. Micah Johnson will throw it in. Inbound pass. Jacob Jentz. Shot off the glass, up and in. We're tied up 43-43. Jentz with the basketball. Here comes Schlangen with the basketball. Gets a pick from Bergstrom. Picks up his dribble. Down the corner, Brady Thompson. Baseline, picks up his dribble, double teamed along the baseline, kicks it out to Schlangen. He'll try to work it into Maddox Lewis. Schlangen for 3, step back, doesn't drop. 43-43, Otters with a chance to take the lead. 1 minute remaining in the basketball game. Here we go. 43-43, got to keep playing. What a game here from the Gold Gymnasium. Sartell 10-4, Otters 5-10. Micah Johnson along the baseline. Pull it back out. Goes baseline. Throws it out. Oh, it's picked off. Tried to get it to Cam Wiedrich. Otters turn it over, and Schlangen with the basketball. Down to 30 seconds to go. Let's see if Sartell takes a timeout or not. They might walk the clock down near side to Brady Thompson. And they'll probably take a timeout at about 15 seconds. We shall see. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Brady Thompson with the basketball. They'll probably try to get it to number 15, Maddox Lewis. There we go. Down to 10. We're tied 43-43. Near side, Brady Thompson, Maddox Lewis. Down along the baseline, and they call a charge. Oh, my. Oh, my. The Sartell fans are going to come out of the bleachers. Let's take a look at that in instant replay. A charging call. The basket counted. There's bedlam in the gym. Oh, my. Otters with the basketball. 7.5 seconds to go now. Here's the inbound pass. Fans are on their feet, especially the Sartell fans. And then a reach against Sartell. Micah Johnson's going to go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 with 4.5 seconds left. You see the inbound pass. He got jabbed on the hand. Micah Johnson at the line. This one's not over. It's a 1-and-1. Timeout taken. We're going to keep it right here. We're going nowhere. So Sartell's stud, Maddox Lewis, went up. He leaned in. We took the charge, and I need to go back and take a look at the video to see who took that charge. Basket went in. They called a player control foul. Again, this timeout brought to you by Lake Region Healthcare. Running Stitches is your local choice for embroidery and screen printing in Fergus Falls. Running Stitches Embroidery. This would be an upset and the biggest win of the season for this Otter team. This would be the #1 team in the section here. And Fergus Falls with Micah Johnson at the line. It's the 1-and-1. Now, what you want to do here, you don't want to, if Micah misses, you want to make sure you don't foul. You don't want to foul Sartell on the rebound, so I'm sure they're talking that over. And then also with 4.5 seconds, they can get the ball up court in a hurry, but Micah's going to make the shot, so I don't know why I'm talking about that. All right, here we go. A lot of electricity here at the Gold Gym tonight. Micah Johnson, he's 1 for 2 from the line. He's got 5 points. And he is at the free throw line to shoot the front end of the 1-and-1. Take a deep breath. Pretend it's a summer day and you're in the gym pumping up 100 free throws a day. You should be able to almost shoot them with your eyes closed. Here's Micah Johnson. Free throw, takes a deep breath. Shot is up, and it's good! Otters up 44-43. This game's not over, though. No foul on the inbound. If the Otters have 9 fouls now, they don't want to get a 10th. That would be an automatic 2. Micah Johnson's second shot on the way. And he gets the roll. 45-43. Here we go. Stay away. And a timeout taken here with 1.5 seconds to go in the game. We're going nowhere. Oh, my. Wow, what a game here. 45-43. Counting that made free throw by Micah Johnson, we've had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ties in this one. And we have 1.5 seconds left, and the officials coming over to the official scorekeeper and just giving fine instructions and making sure that the clock doesn't start until the ball touches a hand, until it touches a player. 1.5 seconds to go here in the first half. Otters trailed 23-25 at the half. They rattled off 7 straight points. And now they come back, and the score right now, 45-43. 1.5 seconds to go. Here we go. They're going to see what they're going to do. If they're going to spring free, they're going to try to get it to 15. They want to try to get somebody to the free throw line. And Maddox Lewis is throwing it in. Here we go. Music's pumping. Crowd's on their feet, at least on 3/4 of the gym. And now the Otters take a timeout. You know, once they saw the personnel here, let's see if Sartell counters with something different, a little cat and mouse. You know, you see that sometimes in football in a big 2-point conversion or a big play. And, in hockey, each team only gets one timeout, but basketball seems to get a plethora of opportunities to drop the plays. But a lot of fun here tonight. The Shoot for the Cure night. Don't forget to tune in to Craig Olson tomorrow. Coach's show on AM 1250 KBRF and streamed on the Fergus Now app and on the KBRF YouTube channel. And there will be a lot to talk about with this one. Matt Johnson will be there, I'm sure, unless he has youth basketball with one of his kids. I'm sure he'll be there. So we're set to go here. And one timeout left for the Otters. Here we go. Let's see what they do here. Inbound plays, same thing, right in front of us here. Right in front of the Sartell bench. Maddox Lewis will throw it in. Here we go. Kind of a box setup here for Sartell. Here comes the inbound pass. 1.5 seconds to go. Passes in, right side. Carson Lewis at the buzzer. So good, and the Otters win it by a score of 45-43. Let's look at the instant replay here. For those able to view it, comes into Carson Lewis. He puts up a three. And a huge win here for Fergus Falls by a score of 45-43 here on the Park Region telephone scoreboard. Ottertail Telecom. Park Region service beyond the connection. I got to gather myself here as well. That was a great game. We'll take a break and come back with more in our post-game show.
Hi, I'm Heather Hickman, Executive Director for LB Homes in Fergus Falls. Seasons may change, but one truth remains: our compassionate, Christ-centered care at LB Browen Home. For over a century, we have served as His hands and feet. Every resident is welcomed as family, embraced with the dignity and kindness that Christ calls us to share. So whether you are seeking peace of mind or a trusted home for a loved one, you'll find it here. LB Browen Home, rooted in faith, serving with compassion, trusted for generations.
Where to eat the ultimate culinary adventure, from signature dishes to chef recommendations.
As your food review professionals, you can find us at KBRFradio.com, the Fergus Now app, and on YouTube.
Tune in every first Friday of the month for new episodes.
Check us out, and we'll show you where to eat.
Hey, welcome back here to the Gold Gymnasium. What a game that was. Biggest win of the year for this Otter team, hands down. Let's run through the scoring in this one. For the Otters, 5 points for Eston Bethel. Remind you, the Otters were playing without, again, Trenton Juilliard been injured. We also have Eston Bethel went out with maybe an ankle injury. Hopefully he'll be back. Eli Fullhart sick tonight, and so the Otters getting it done. Big minutes for John Abrahams tonight. Isaac Mock as well. Everybody is a team effort here and a big win for Fergus Falls. So Eston or PB Bethel with 5 all in the first half. And let's see, 7 points for Cam Wiederick. He was 2 for 2 from the line, had 1 3-pointer. 11 points for Nolan Fellstuhl. And Fellstuhl had, count them, 1, 2, 3 3-pointers. 7 points for Micah Johnson, and he had the 2 free throws to put the Otters in the lead. We're tied 43-43. Steps to the line, 1 and 1, and hits them both. Jacob Gents with 12 points, and they had big duties defensively. Boy, the Otters had their hands full with the taller, very physical Sartell team. And then 3 points for John Abrahams, the 3-pointer in the second half. But the Otters scored 7 points to go up 30-25 following the half, where they trailed at 25-23. Big win here for Fergus Falls. For Sartell, Isaac Bergstrom with 3, Maddox Lewis with 11, Trevor Schlagen with 2, and Carson Lewis with 17. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-pointers. Parker Smith with 6. 2 points for Brady Thompson. And free throws, I don't recall a basketball game with this few free throws. The Otters were 5 for 8 from the line, and that ends up being the difference here tonight. Sartell, and I'm sure this will be talked about, they were 1 for 2 from the free throw line. So 1 for 2 from the free throw line. They shot 2 free throws in the first half, no free throws in the second half. How crazy is that? We'll take one more break. We'll come back and name our Toyota Quality Player of the Game.
What's your number?
We drove 25 miles to get a great deal at Quality Toyota.
I drove 7 miles to get a great deal from Quality Toyota.
Quality Toyota.
Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's has a way better option than some overprocessed junk from the back of your freezer. They've got take and bake meals made fresh with real ingredients, and all you have to do is stick it in the oven. Fresh and Fancy, saving moms one dinner at a time.
At American Federal Bank, they're proud sponsors of local high school athletics. Just like their student athletes, American Federal is here to go the extra mile for you. American Federal Bank, investing in our community one play at a time. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Our post-game show continues here. Now time to name our Toyota Quality Play of the Game, brought to you by Quality Toyota and Lake Country Graphics. And I don't have the rebound stats here tonight, but Micah Johnson tonight is our Quality Player of the Game. And you guessed it, he steps to the line. We're tied 43-43. It's a 1-1. There's 4.5 seconds on the clock, and he drains them both. He's got ice in his veins, they say. So a great game tonight here. And all around, Felstool with 11, 12 for Gents, 7 for Cam Wiedrich, 5 for Eston Bethel, 3 points for John Abrahams. And a shout out to John Abrahams, playing big minutes here tonight. Hit a 3-pointer to get things sparked in that second half. But a big win here for the Otters as they get their 6th of the year. And that's a big one there. And against a very, very good Sartell team. Sartell falls to 10-4 on the year. Tomorrow we'll have Otter hockey on the air on AM 1250 KBRF, and also streamed on the Fergus Falls Now app, and that will be also on the KBRF YouTube channel. Again, our Quality Player of the Game tonight is Micah Johnson. That'll do it for me, Mark Johnson. Thanks to Derek Sidian, game side engineer, and the one that really makes things go. Tune in to Craig Olson tomorrow morning on the Coaches Show on AM 1250 KBRF, and also streamed from the Leighton Media Studios. Otters win it 43-45. Good night, everyone.
Thank you for joining us for a special KBRF Radio sports streaming presentation. Tonight's game is proudly brought to you by Quality Toyota and your Quality Toyota Player of the Game, Nelson Auto Center and your Nelson starting lineups, Park Region and your Park Region scoreboard, Lake Region Healthcare and your Lake Region timeout, the Minnesota Motor Company and your Minnesota Motor Company halftime show, Viking Cafe and your Viking Cafe keys to the game, Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy Incorporated, Fergus Falls Monument, Otters Hill Coaches, Fresh and Fancy at Mama Sheena's, American Federal Bank, FM Bank, Service Food, Unsted Plumbing and Heating, Splash Express, American Legion Post number 30, Lake Country Graphics, LB Homes, and by Running Stitches. We hope you enjoyed tonight's sports streaming presentation. You can find this game and others by going to KBRFradio.com and clicking on sports streaming, the KBRF Radio YouTube channel, and on the Fergus